morning, everyone. Hello there, Team Eagle. So good to see everybody. And of course, my very first few words are going to be Happy New Year. We trust that you've all had wonderful holiday time over the last couple of weeks. And then, of course, New Year's Eve. And even today, it feels like New Year's Day, right? Because it is the alternative New Year's Day, January 22nd. Well, as you know, we are Jenny and Mick Daly. We are Presidential Marketing Directors in your support line, living in the rather chilly mountains of Colorado, unlike some of you Texas folks and Arizona and other warm places around the country. But anyway, tonight you are here, and I know that we are all in for a treat. But as always, we would like to take a quick look at our monthly contest because Qualifiers Day is tomorrow. So if your name isn't where you would like it to be, you still have 24 hours to fix that. So as you can see here, the results to date for December, for this month, which is what we're looking at. Kim and Mark George, I know you're on tonight, and you have shot up into the lead there. Look at those points as they go across. A lot of attendees on our Monday evening Zooms, some 8 new orders, 20 points per order, 160 points there. New partners, you've done the 5-1 bonus, that's 5 new orders with a new partner. 5-1-1 bonus, so they're notching up the points there. So I have a feeling they're going to stay in that position, but there's a close contest here for second and third places. And as you know, the top 3 will win $100 or $75 or $50, depending on where they land. Mick, do you want to add anything to this? I know we have some new partner pluses there.
Yeah, let's congratulate Sean and Crystal and Valerie on their first promotions. Hopefully first of many.
Absolutely. Remember those days well. You know, we all started there as partners and we gradually worked our way up the ladder. And the view, as I said to somebody a few days ago, the view from the top of that ladder is rather sweet. All right, Melinda, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are going to take a minute to add our business tip. And this month, I asked Mick if he would share the resources for Kurt's coaching calls. That is probably the premier business tip that we can give you to start off the new year.
The insurance pile.
Let's see, somebody needs to mute. I can't tell who that is. Okay, so there's 2 resources here. Kurt is going to be offering twice a month coaching calls for all of us. And he's got all the information on this website that Mick is showing you right now. There's a different Facebook. Okay, this is you're fine.
I'm gonna go to our team Facebook group because I think this will probably be a better way to show it.
Okay, that's fine. So the first one is going to be this Wednesday. It'll be the first and third Wednesday of every single month. You can get all the information on either of 2 places. You can click right here that Mick is showing you, and that takes you right directly to Kurt Beaver's Make a Life Facebook. That is where the coaching calls will be at 9:30 Central, the first and third Wednesday every single month for this whole first quarter. And Kurt also has a lot of information on the website that Mick had you on a minute ago, which is www.makealife.com. There it is.
/grow.
/grow. Thank you. Thank you very much. And on this, one of the things that Kurt is making available are these growth planners. You can order your own if you'd like a hard copy like this. It is for each month. So every single month, you'll have all of the directions from Kurt for the month, the week, and the day. There's also free downloads. Kurt's not trying to make money. These are 3 for $10. He's just doing them at cost. But you can also just download it for free if you want and print them out yourself. This does not replace your day planner. This is your business and just guidelines and tips to help make sure you stay right on track to start well and finish strong. So that's why he does that monthly rhythm of first and third week. So we wanted to share that as our business tip today. All right, and then I'm going to turn it over to Brianna, who is going to do our eat and share. I think I saw her get on here. There you are.
Yes. Okay. Can y'all see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay. So just going through a few social media shareables that y'all have done. Some of these are you, so you may recognize your name or one of your friends' names. But just wanted to give some more ideas on how to not only eat your Juice Plus every day, but share how you eat it. So a couple here that are just people showing just the different bars that we have. The Juice Plus is nicely put in. Alexis was showing some breakfast for her kiddos. Another person showing her breakfast, which was a shake. Juice Plus actually reshared that one as well. And then there we go. I was gonna say that was somebody was talking. And then the protein cookie dough is one of my absolute favorites, and someone shared this, and I just can't. If you have not made this, you're doing yourself a disservice. Get your complete and make this tonight. You will absolutely love that. And then going into a few other people just talking about different things. If you are not using links, if you use stories, this is a really great way to share links to your Juice Plus page, links to any URL that you want someone to go to. So that could be a video describing what it is, or your own direct link. So if you're using stories, this is a really great way, this link right here. So if you don't know how to do that, stay on after and I can show you how. And then also using stories to tell a story, right? Like that is what social media is for. And so Emily Otten, if you don't know or follow her, even if you don't know her, follow her on social media. She does a phenomenal job. This was a series of stories she did one day where each of them were videos that had fun music attached to them. She was like putting the capsules in these here and then sharing different things within her link directly on them. So just great ways to really showcase what she is doing with her capsules. And then Victoria is also another great one to share. She was here talking about the difference of macronutrition and micronutrition. She does a lot with sharing health tips. And so she was actually prepping a meal and she just had her phone sitting up as she was cutting everything up, talking about the difference. And then her next slide was talking about how all of the research behind Juice Plus being a great micronutrition help. And that was all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And as Brianna said, if you have specific questions about how to access or do all things social media, stay on afterwards and she can help you get up to speed. So tonight we are going to take some time to focus on customer care. I've asked Kim George to lead us in that arena. And we do have, just so you know, in both Facebook groups, you've seen a lot posting about the shred that is starting next week. So you've got plenty of time still this week to get the word out to your customers and to your prospects. Everybody seems to be looking right now for a way to start the new year off healthy. And this is definitely a way to do that. Mick, I didn't ask you this, but do you want to show the Shred10 Facebook group?
Yes, I will.
Sorry, put you on the spot there.
So first of all, back to our Team Eagles Facebook group, and this featured post at the top, if you click on it and open it up, here's everything you need to know about the plan for the Shred10 starting on January the 9th. And tonight, Brianna was on. I didn't get to watch it, but I already have the recording from Michelle Barnett, so I'll be posting that in here later tonight. There's a link to the last information webinar, and for some reason the link to the Facebook group isn't in there, but I will show it to you. Here's the Facebook group that those of us and our guests will have joined or will be joining, and this is where all of the posts related to Shred10 will be happening. So I will add the link to that before we finish this Zoom.
Okay, perfect. So this week we're going to talk about customer care. And as I said, Kim George is going to show some specific customer care tips for people that are joining us on the Shred. So Kim, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. Well, first of all, with customer care, I usually have like a schedule that with my customers, like I'll try to make a schedule with them and try to find out the best way to communicate with my customers by text, email, Facebook, and sometimes the best way would be to go back to the, your phone. The phone, you're on the phone call with them, and sometimes that's the best way to start the conversation to add more product. I've had, conversations with customers to where I'll go through the survey, and through the survey, you can find out exactly what some of the products that they may be not nutrition that they're not using. So good way to do that is to, whenever you do the survey, you may not be able to go through all of them, but you may just find a few that that you're going to be able to help them out with. Also, timing. I've had sometimes with timing with my customers, I'll be finding out that they're a teacher and that they're, at night they'd be grading their papers or something, and I may be able to reschedule and catch them, at a lunch hour. So another thing I use, Brianna's helped me out with boards to go back to customers. Whenever I've had my customers, I'll find out that they're like their days, the 30 days, or their 60 days, or let's see here. Sorry. Brenda's helped me with my boards to where what I'll do, I've got all my customers in my phone, and what I can do is send these links to my customers, and it'll have a 5-day or a 4-day check-in or a 30-day check-in, and then that way I can see where they're at. And what I can do, it says in there that they can text me back, and we can have a conversation about that, whatever they're. And then also during that conversation, we can find out at that time if they're not taking shakes or the bars also. I also use, in the way of tools, I use my day planner, and that also I can keep track of what I've done, in the way I've been keeping up with what I've done in the way of where I'm at with the notes also. So that's what I do in the way of customer care.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Good job. And thanks for stepping up. I had to run through several different requests before I finally got a yes on this one. So Kim, way to go. Good job. One other thing to know on the specific to the Shred10, if you're using boards, there is a whole customer care section in the boards that you can use as well, specific to what we're going to be doing with all of our customers next week, starting on Monday. Okay, so now perfect timing. We're right on schedule for Q&A. So if you have some specific questions, what should you be doing this week in preparation as you're talking to, I agree. I totally agree, Tim. Kim is awesome. But think about tonight's Monday night. You've got a whole week before we're actually going to start the shred. This is the week that everybody's looking for a New Year's healthy program. And so we can use the recording from tonight's informational Zoom. It was awesome that Michelle Barnett and Brianna just did. We invited a ton of people just driving home, and now we'll be able to follow up with them tomorrow. And if they're interested, we can send them that recording and then still have plenty of time for them to get in the Facebook group, know how to get prepped and get ready. So Monday they're ready to go, and their Juice Plus products, if they don't have any, that we can get those ordered so that they're on hand. So let's see, what questions and do we have from everybody for Shred10 and customer care and all things starting off the new year?
You mentioned, sorry. You mentioned that there was customer care tools in the boards.
Yes.
I was looking at the board that Mick shared in his Facebook group, and I can't find any customer care. Am I
So
missing it?
Nicole, it's not in the it's in the Better Together one, I think. It's not
Okay,
in
I have that too. I was just wondering if there was a place that had it all, so I'll look in that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
check out the Better Together one,
Okay.
because there's a bunch of stuff that that
Okay.
they've got in that one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, good point. I meant to say that and then I completely forgot.
I think I know this answer, but in case anybody else doesn't, if you can't get someone started on Monday, can they join the shred late?
You know that. Yes. And that brings up another point. On the Shred10, there are 10 guidelines. And years ago when we started this, personally, I found a lot of people looked at those 10 guidelines and said, oh, no, this is way too hard. I cannot be that perfect. And so what we started doing is really what Michelle points out very well in the video tonight, that, you know, if you're not ready to jump in on all 10 of these guidelines, pick out 1 or 2 or 3 that you can see yourself achieving in January and start there. So we really want to be approachable and helping people transition into a healthier lifestyle. And I know Cecilia and I, way back when, we started doing that and had much better reception. You know, I mean, even if it's just drink some water, put some movement in, get in the Facebook group, get going with us. You know, of course, you're going to have the best benefit if you do all 10 to a T, but most people are not ready to make that big of a commitment all at one time. And just like everything else we do, we're encouraging them in baby steps and making sure that we're reaching out and making this approachable for all the people that we're talking to.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there an age limit? Like if kids or preteens want to do it, that they have to be at least a certain age? And do they have to get a parent's permission to participate?
Mick, Jenny, Brianna, what do you think?
Nutritionally, no. I mean, you could definitely do this pregnant, 5 years old, 95 years old. But if they were younger and their parents weren't doing it with them, like someone's gonna have to help them prep the food, and they may not be buying what's in their pantry. That'd be my only thing on that one.
Okay, so no age limit.
Not nutritionally, no.
All right, thank you.
But we would always say, get the parents' permission.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yes, we're not about to take away the authority of the parents from parenting their young ones. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, good point, Melissa. I wouldn't have thought of that, but that's a good point.
But as well as that, you're getting the parents on board. If the kids are wanting to do it, you're actually getting the parents learning from the kids, which is fantastic.
Right.
Good point. I'm going to brag on Melissa. She sent out a really great, look at those eyebrows go up, great email today to a lot of her, her email list, and explained about her results with the following the program, and encouraging people that were interested in a New Year's start to take a look at the Zoom tonight. And yeah, I was really excited to see that email, Melissa. Great job.
Thank you.
It really is fun to be able to have a really good program, because for the next couple of weeks, everybody's going to be running around with their credit card out, trying to do something to get their New Year's resolution checked off. And then by the 15th, it'd probably be done and gone. And so the beautiful thing about what we have with the Shred is that while they're so eager to try something, we have something of such value to really add that can really be completely life-changing. So I think that's really exciting. Who else has done Shred before, and what results did you see with your customers? Yeah, Janet, Mick. Go, Janet.
With ourselves, that's Garth and me, we lost inches. We lost a little bit of weight, but more inches, which was really nice. And then especially starting in the new year after all the holidays that we've just gone through, it just gets you back on track gently, and puts you back into where you should be going. And then I've also had with customers, fantastic results, especially where they've been eating badly before. Really, really good results in terms of loss of allergies, in terms of better digestion, all sorts of things. But those.
And Janet, for all of our newbies, it's also Dr. Janet Taylor. Can you just maybe share a little bit about nutritionally why you see those results with the Shred?
Yeah, sure. Particularly because of the really good tips and the recipes, the food is clean, especially after the holidays. There's been a lot of sugar and probably a lot of carbs and processed and convenience foods. So this is a way of getting you back into the kitchen, showing you how to prepare. The food is so bright and colorful. It's really edible. It really is delicious. And then that slowly in 10 days, and with the support of the Facebook group as well, you get into the habit, you get moving, and with more people sharing, more people supporting, everybody starts moving, and the train keeps going. It's exciting. It's exciting to see it.
Great.
I would only add that this began 10 or 12 years ago. It wasn't called Shred10 then. It was called Transform 30. It was a 30-day program. But whether it's a 10-day program or a 30-day program, and by the way, with this Shred10 starting next Monday, there will be an option to continue after the 10 days and keep going for 30 days, which those who do, they will be glad they did. But right from the beginning, all those many years ago, what we realized was that as great as the Juice Plus products are for delivering results and benefits, and those who use Juice Plus consistently every day, capsules, chewables, and who add Juice Plus complete shakes to their regimen, as good as those results are, for every one of the guidelines, the 10 guidelines that anyone adds to their healthy lifestyle regimen, their results will come quicker and their results will be even better. And so those who take Shred10 seriously and follow, let's say, 8 of the 10 guidelines, because as Melinda said, we're not being religious about this, we're not being strict about it. People will do it according to whatever fits their lifestyle, their schedule best. But if someone follows 8 of the 10 guidelines, my goodness, will they see results? And yes, they absolutely will.
Yeah.
And when Shred10 first started, I don't know how many years ago, 6, 7 years ago, I did it properly the first 3 or 4 times. Even I lost a little inches, even I toned up a little bit. And for me, the hardest thing was giving up on my tea. I had to drink decaffeinated tea,
And Guinness.
which was hard, but I did it. Even I gave up bread, which was hard, but I did it. Even I gave up alcohol for 10 days. And it was hard, but I did it. And honestly, my advice to anyone watching this tonight is, if you haven't done it, do it. If you haven't done it yet, and because you haven't done it yourself, you're not quite comfortable inviting others, although I don't think you should be uncomfortable at all. But for those of us who did it even one time and did it properly, we have that experience and we can speak from our own experience and we can say it's well worth doing. And remember, when people get results with Juice Plus and with adding, it might be just one simple change. It might be just drinking enough water every day for 10 days. If you did nothing else, you'd see some results. So just do it and encourage others to do it with you. Get a buddy to do it with you.
Mick, do you have the guidelines close by at hand that you could show for some of our newbies that don't really know what 10 things we're talking about? We can kind of wrap up that.
Good idea. Let me go back into our Facebook group.
And I remember when Mick's talking about when we first started this, a lot of us jumped in and like we were kind of nutrition Nazis and, just really like did every single thing. But it was amazing, even after years of being on the capsules and occasional shakes, I just really had a bounce in my step and felt a lot better. And as many of you know, my bone density increased so much that I went back out of osteoporosis, back down into the osteopenia numbers. So, it's really amazing what can happen. Do you have that?
I will sound like a broken record, I know, but back in our Team Eagles Facebook group, everything you need is right there. If you'll be in what's called discussion over here, but if you click on files, at the very top of the list is the brand new corporately produced Shred10 guidebook. And that guidebook, when you open it up, it will download it. Of course it will, silly me. But that's how you get it. So let me
Okay, while Mick is searching for that visual for you, does anybody else, we've just got about a minute left. Anybody else have a specific question? There's so many new people that have not done the shred yet. Do you have any questions about how you might reach out to your prospects, what you might want to say to your customers? What specifically can you leave here tonight knowing what might be a great thing to do tomorrow?
I have a quick question. Is there anything that we can use to track how we're doing on the Shred10? Is there like a...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the guidebook that I just showed you how to get. Let me just make it more readable. So it is very comprehensive. It explains everything that anyone needs to know. The tracker isn't part of this guide, but once we get later this week in that Shred10 Facebook group, It's called Shred10 for 2023. The link is now in that post that I showed you earlier. So as well as recipes, the tracker will be one of the tools provided in that Facebook group. This, by the way, to me is one of the most valuable parts of the guide, where a doctor or a healthcare professional explains why Juice Plus Essentials, why the complete, why eliminate gluten. So why for each of the 10 guidelines and why Juice Plus. Very powerful.
And Dr. Rich, you were asking about the tracker. You're going to like that because it's not just weight. You've heard that over and over again tonight. It's measurements, it's how you're feeling. You know, I mean, there's just a whole lot of specifics that then they will help people see, even after 10 days, you know, changes.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we are at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to ask Mick if he'll stop the recording. And then anybody that has specific questions, feel free to stay on and we will answer.